Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week. The BC Day weekend ended with a sad story of a 4-year-old girl. The outflow and debris from the Chilcotin River made its way through the Fraser Valley. Diane Jansen picks up in Aacy where she left off in Chilliwack, and a ton of football in the air. Alex Eriksson will have more in sports. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. The long weekend ended in tragedy as a 4-year-old girl drowned in a pond that's in front of the Chilliwack Landing Leisure Centre. Emergency responders did their best to save the young girl, and in a statement, RCMP sending their condolences to the family. No names will be released. Never a dull moment in Harrison politics, so try to follow along here. Due to a vacancy on Harrison Council, a by-election being called for the office of mayor and one councillor for Saturday, September 21st. Now, the nomination period started this week, back on Tuesday. Former Mayor Ed Wood resigned. Former councillor John Allen quit as councillor. He's going to run for mayor. On July 24th, Fred Talon announced he was going to file the paperwork to run for mayor. Ironically, Talon certified it from the Justice Institute of BC in conflict resolution. And, of course, Harrison Council's always been colorful. As Allen was filing his paperwork, the former mayor, Ed Wood, remembered him. He filed to run as councillor. Also running for councillor, Mark Schweinsbeans of Rocky Mountain Chocolates and local businessman Gary Webster. Expect a few more people to file their paperwork. The Fraser River panel met last Friday to receive their update on the mitigation of Fraser River sockeye salmon and the review of the migration status in the Fraser River watershed, including an update on the Chilcotin River landslide. Now, the landslide happened July 31st. That was about 28 clicks upstream from the confluence of the Fraser River. By Tuesday, the water flow and the debris field made its way through the Fraser Valley without too much fuss. The MP for Chilliwack Hope, Mark Strahl, inviting local organizations to apply for funding for community-based projects as part of a new Horizons for Seniors program. So any local group can apply. All you have to do is go to the MP's social media for more information. Diane Jansen has a new job as Executive Director of Aacy Harrison Community Services. Jansen is a former city councillor, a former school trustee, and recently Executive Director of Chilliwack Community Services, as well as a director at Shway Village.
Hi, I'm Kelli Paddon, your MLA for Chilliwack-Kent. The latest question I got was from Jenny, asking for an update on what's happening with childcare in Chilliwack and Kent. So I have some great news. There's a lot happening and we're seeing real differences for families. But I know that it can be tough to find a childcare spot or to know where to go and what's happening. So I'm happy to give the update. First of all, over $50 million has gone back to parents when it comes to childcare, which is incredible. And over 1,700 spaces have been created in Chilliwack and Kent. This is a game changer not only for families, but also for the workforce, for our economy, and for our community as a whole. One of the ways we're working on childcare is to make sure that early childhood educators are supported and properly paid. So here in Chilliwack-Kent, there's a dual credit program thanks to the Ministry of Education. That means that graduates, grade 12 students, can actually graduate with a dual credit from the University of the Fraser Valley. This means that people can go right into the workforce, and it increases the number of spots and workers in the system. We know that we're on the right track. Thanks for your question, Jenny. If you need more information, please check out the link below. I love all the questions that are coming in around things like affordability, housing, education, and benefits. Thanks so much for sending in your questions. And if you have something you want to ask, be sure to send it in.
Hey everyone, Dan Coulter, MLA for Chilliwack here. I'm at Vineyard Elementary at the playground. Oh, this is so cool. It is an accessible playground that our government was so happy to be able to have funded. As a wheelchair user myself, I encounter accessibility challenges every single day, and so I am so happy that I'm part of a government that was able to fund this accessible playground so that kids of all abilities had a place to play.
Starting off the second half of the newscast with an update on that horrible accident by the Chilliwack River Bridge on Highway 1. This was on Tuesday. We do know that there have been 2 confirmed fatalities, a mom and her daughter. Another child was seriously hurt. We understand that child should pull through. There are a number of people that have been injured. BC Highway Patrol is expected to give us an update over the next few days. We will have that on both Chill TV, Abbey TV, and Fraser Valley News. Chilliwack International Overdose Awareness Day is at Shway Village on Thursday, August the 29th. It is a co-presents with the Chilliwack Community Action Team and the village. Starting with an opening prayer at 2, the afternoon will continue with a live butterfly release, a resource fair, naloxone training, an open mic, as well as a sharing of grief and loss. And there's more information on their Facebook information page. Canada's housing and affordability crisis, leaving some pet owners in Canada out in the cold, facing discriminatory no pet clauses when they're forced to look for new housing because of rent evictions and increasing rents. Humane Canada and its partnership with member societies and the SPCA have launched a parliamentary petition to increase access to pet-inclusive housing across the country. Over 60% of Canadian households have cats and dogs. More than 70% identify them as family members. BC Transit and the City of Chilliwack announcing there will be a free shuttle service to and from the Chilliwack Fair August 9th to the 11th, right through the weekend. The shuttle will run between Cottonwood Mall and the fairgrounds at Heritage Park. Regular fares do apply, though, on all the other routes, as well as the Fraser Valley Express. Over the past couple of years, the Veganist has made its mark in downtown and providing a unique service. From the owner, Logan Bryan, quote, "Since our move to the new location, just around the corner from the old store, we've been staring at our parking lot across the way and dreaming of what can we do with it. Then they came up with the idea, the WAC Vegan Night Market. It's Friday from 6 to 10. It's free. And again, it's across the street from the Veganist. Coming up, minor football in all its glory and taking a few tackles on the side. Alex.
Hi Chilliwack, Alex Eriksson here bringing you sports. The weekend BCFC games were a polar opposite of each other. The Langley Rams had no trouble against the Prince George Kodiaks, blowing them out 42-7 at McLeod Stadium. The Valley Huskers literally disappeared as the Okanagan Sun remained 3-0, shutting down the Huskers 26-0 at Exhibition Field. The Huskers are now 1-1. Head coach Bob Reist stated on social media that he was disappointed in the team and that they did not execute the game plan. The Huskers head out for an August 10th road trip to Prince George. The tradition continues. The showcase for minor football in the Fraser Valley is coming up. Chili Bowl 2024 will be August 16th, 17th, and 18th at Townsend Park in Chilliwack. Minor football teams from across the valley will be there, and there is a dedicated Facebook page for more information. Congratulations to the Spartan Swim Club Chilliwack swimmers selected for the 2024 BC Summer Games in Maple Ridge, July 19th through 21st. Podium spots went to winning the gold, Bonnie Choi in the 1500-meter freestyle. Chelsea Holditch in the 100-meter freestyle won the bronze. And winning the silver, Tayson Linhout in the 200-meter butterfly. Eli Reist won bronze in 200-meter breaststroke. Aacy Speedway will be roaring on Saturday with the Porky Jansen Memorial Late Model Invitational. Gates open at 3:30 with racing at 6. Coming up, Cari with the weather.
Chill TV weekend weather. So, Cari, it's another weekend for the sunscreen.
Hey friends, our weather this weekend, temperatures are going to stay in the high 20s, low 30s, and it's going to be really humid with a possible 40% chance of rain. Things are going to get a little bit cooler next week, Monday down to around the low 20s, and sun and cloud for the rest of the week, which is going to be quite nice. Fun fact, my last Olympic fact, art used to actually be an Olympic sport. You could get a medal for doing art. Thank goodness they got rid of that because that's very subjective. Back to you, Don. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.